Lil Satan, a rapper so demonic that he puts fear into the hearts of many and is so evil that he's not even allowed to exist in the rap game at this point, because he actually disappeared for over 2 years before then coming back and disappearing again. Now if you don't remember this guy, I wouldn't really blame you, because after all, he never really had a big part in the rap game, never got on Lyrical Lemonade, never got a No Jumper interview, but he did come into the game pretty strong with some big hits before then getting a World Star video, collabing with some big time features at the time before completely dropping off the planet, leading me to wonder, where did this guy go? But before we talk about that, let's try to find out where he came from in the first place. Now there's really not too much known about this guy's early life besides the fact that his real name is Eddie and he was born in Broward County. We don't know about his mom, his dad, or really anything he liked to do when he was younger besides apparently going into Walmart so high that he would cause a problem, Little Pump style, so I guess that's definitely a hobby but probably not the safest one. He also apparently really liked to hit licks and do illegal activity, landing himself in prison 3 times before the age of 17, so you could tell that he was a badass little kid, which might remind you of somebody else who came out of Broward, but his rapping style definitely sounds a lot more like Ski Mask the Slump God than XXXTentacion, but he did put his own spin on it and made for a pretty unique sound. The world found out about him for the first time in 2017 when he started posting music onto SoundCloud. At first he didn't even have a microphone, actually recording with the built-in microphone on his computer, but after he ended up landing himself on house arrest, he decided to take music a lot more seriously because after all, he didn't really have anything to do besides make music because he was on 24-hour surveillance and couldn't leave the house for any reason. Before you ask if there's any deep meaning behind the name Lil Satan, there's not. He's not a Satanist or anything. It basically was just a name that he came up with to try to piss people off, kind of like Lil Xan but a little bit more extreme. And apparently this name worked because after he dropped his first track, Blood, it ended up getting 10,000 plays on SoundCloud, and after that he kept dropping and dropping, getting more and more plays as time went on. We got tracks like Lonely Porn Stars, Hellraiser, 9 Shots, Virgins Never Die, and Catch Me If You Can, which all did crazy numbers, but it was his next track, Mama Can You Roll My Woods, that really took him off and got him the buzz that he was looking for. It ended up doing 50,000 plays on SoundCloud before building up more steam, only for him to drop his next track called Team Jesus, with him also recording a music video while on house arrest that would then appear on the 777 channel. And if you're not aware of the 777 channel, it was actually a pretty big deal in Florida back in the day. It helped to blow up people like Little Ominous, Oak Trap Star, Little Slump, and of course Lil Satan, because he ended up getting even more views on there than he was on SoundCloud. Soon after that he would drop the track Lockdown, which wasn't as big of a deal as the other tracks, only getting about 20,000 plays, which was pretty decent, but compared to the other ones it definitely wasn't as big. But soon after that he would get off house arrest and drop his first official mixtape called Welcome to Hell, which included a song called Dr. Miami, which became his first breakthrough hit. This song would get a video on WorldStar that went on to get 1.1 million views, meaning that it was a pretty big hit at the time and everybody in Miami was talking about him. Now don't get me wrong, a lot of these views probably came from the fact that he was named Lil Satan, and people are going to click on something that says Lil Satan because they're thinking, damn, what will this rapper sound like? And after they hear that he's actually pretty decent, they probably want to stick around. But as we know, shock value can only get you so far, so people were waiting to see what Lil Satan was going to do next, and surprisingly he actually ended up dropping a collaboration with an at the time pretty unknown artist known as Tokyo's Revenge. This track was called Looney Tune Freestyle, and it actually ended up doing numbers on SoundCloud, with a lot of people at the time talking about how Tokyo might be an industry plant for working with the bigger artist, Lil Satan. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny to think that a lot of people were talking about him like he was a big deal at the time, and then immediately after that, we basically didn't see anything else from him. We got a couple more music videos on his channel. He ended up doing one show in Miami and doing an interview with the legendary Hype Talk TV, so it definitely seemed like he was going in the right direction, but immediately after that, he completely stopped dropping. There was no more music videos, no more tracks on SoundCloud, and I even remember following him on Instagram at the time, and even that got everything deleted off of it, making me think, what happened to the dude? But surprisingly, a couple years later, he returned under the new name Lil Saint, so apparently he decided that Lil Satan was too demonic for him and he wanted to change it into a more holy message. And it's kind of beautiful to think that even Lil Satan can find God and change his ways, so maybe he felt bad about the old rap name and decided to take down everything that had to do with it, but that doesn't seem that likely. I mean, the dude had everything going in the right direction for him, so why would he stop all of a sudden? The only thing that I can think is that he probably ended up getting arrested and getting put in actual prison for quite a few years, and then during the trial he probably decided to take down everything related to Lil Satan, and then when he got out, maybe he wanted to change the name so it would be a little bit more positive and wouldn't get him back in trouble with the law again. And when he came back, he ended up dropping a mixtape called Sorry for My Absence in 2022, but then immediately after that he once again disappeared, not dropping any more music until 2 years later, and now here we are. are. Lil Satan has once again abandoned us. We had the second coming, but it didn't last that long, and now he's gone again, leaving me to wonder, where is the dude? And I kind of want to see him make a comeback. I mean, he definitely wasn't the craziest rapper of all time. He didn't really do anything too unique to make him stand out, but the name, the shock value, and the character around him was definitely interesting. And I feel like there could be a place for somebody like this in the new rap game. I mean, maybe he can come back and save us from all the net spends and people like that. You know, he can come with his army from hell and take them all out. I don't know what I'm even saying at this point. But yeah, if anybody has any information on Lil Satan, knows what happened to him, or if you remember him from back in the day and you have any stories about listening to his music, definitely let me know. Maybe we can find the guy again. Or maybe it's better he got left behind, because after all, we all saw what happened to Tokyo. That guy's definitely a monster, and I guess Satan kind of had a part in getting him put on in the first place, so I guess it really makes you think about selling your soul. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you like it. Besides that, see you in the next one. Bye.